Shield Wars, Shield Wars, Shield Wars. Hey you guys, what is up? Turumba here. Welcome back to another battle in Shield Wars. So this is the rematch between blaz.gorecki and me. It's the fourth battle, and well, I have pretty much not changed it. Let's just go through very fast actually. I have my companions, Elite 1, Levy Spear 1, 2 Levy Spear 3, 2 Retinue 2, 3, no, just 2 Retinue Swords 3, and 1 Retinue 3 Axe Infantry, just to have a little bit more armor piercing. The 2 Shield Biters, 2 Archers, Levies, 1 Javelins, 2, and our 2 Trusted Retinue Melee Cav 3. So a little change here on Blaz's side, and that is the companion, 2 Levy Spear 3, 3 Retinue 2 Swords, 2 Engle Riders, Retinue 1. We know already that these guys have quite good moral, they will stand their ground. 2 Berserkers, 1 Aimed Archer, Retinue 1, 2 Retinue 3 Archers Aimed, well mailed, and 4 Scout Horsemen. So this is kind of a shift. He's doubled the horses, and he has got himself another archer. So yeah, well, this is kind of interesting, and I pretty much thought, and this is just projecting myself on him, nearly no changes, and we're just gonna go ahead. But we will see what actually happens. I can tell you this is gonna be a bloody battle. Going ahead. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell what he has, but it's kind of worth mentioning that he has the horses hidden here. There's one, there's one. So, and I do not know about the 4 horses, and I do not know about the 3 archers. So the rest seems like the same to me. So I went on this side this time, start screening the woods just for hidden enemies, and this is the reason why I wanted to go here. Thus we can actually screen, and yeah, just moving one along and moving the other way through the woods, so that we can, if we find something, we can attack it from several angles. So this is one thing. Yeah, so the horses do the screening, and we can go a little bit faster at this time. For reasons unknown, he brings that horse hidden from there to this place. It's gonna hide again, but well, I know that it's there, even though I kind of tend to forget it again, but it doesn't really matter, it is far away. That's what I thought, at least. So a little disclaimer, I have played same again. He goes around, he goes in, so if there's something, we can do something. He's just bringing out a spearman. Well, one can do that, why not? Maybe I'm stupid enough. It's worth a shot. In response, I move a spearman, the throwaway one, and I do think, well, not yet, but the javelins will follow him. Now back to the disclaimer, and this is the second try I tried to record it. And so there was the exclamation mark in front of the replay that I played with the Allegiance update, or I watched the replay. I wanted to record this little piece of content with the Allegiance update. So, and it said it might not happen the way it happened, or it is shown. So now I had to roll back to the older version, which is thankfully possible due to Steam, but it costs all a lot of time. So leave a thumbs up, guys. So we'll set this. But yeah, my fear is actually now, that's the reason why I tell it, that it might not show actually what happens. And there are crucial kind of moments which, kind of pretty much the reason why it went down like it went down. Well, I try to just go in this direction. He brings out 2 archers. I haven't really... Did I? I'm not sure. I think I have check this guy, that this guy is tier 1, and thus he has saved a little bit of money. This is what I thought. I thought he has still just 2 archers. Anyway, so it goes actually. We're gonna fall a little bit back with the javelins because there's no need for that. And I thought, well, maybe he brings them even further around. I moved the archers a little bit, bring them in position, and then he's moving this one, just reacting to this, and I moved my horses. So the thing is, what I do a lot of times against the AI, you just attack one and pull back, and just, you know, charging the archers in the first place. So I pull off here. I'm gonna go to the sides. I mean, these are no scouts, these are heavy horses, but nonetheless I went immediately to this, and look at that. Well done. I should have done it, but you know, these are Danelor mailed archers. It might not wise, you know, to actually do that. We give a couple of shots into the aimed ones. Dawdle around a little bit with these guys, and what I do see here is that these guys are hidden there. So I know where I think all his horses are. Just want to point that out. So we dawdle around, we're chasing a little bit with the javelins, so this is the reason why they are chasing units, and we managed to get a couple of javelin volleys into the mailed archers, which brings them down pretty quickly. Since we have a throwaway spear there, I thought, well, fuck it, just follow. What shall happen? And we know where the horses are as well, so we are kind of prepared for that. I bring the spear a little bit around. These guys making, yeah, good work on the mailed archers. Our archers working on him, yes, but this guy is, I'm not sure if he's still hidden. I'm not sure if I've seen him yet. I guess yes. But we wanted to shoot into the side. We give a couple of javelin volleys in there. Oh my god, those javelins, huh? Really value if you can well, make an empty actually. So meanwhile I bring this spear further around. I was a little bit concerned what these guys are doing, so I bring him a little bit around. Keep chasing, starting shooting with the archers, at least with one. I do think with both, huh? Yes, with both of them into the sword here. It's a tier 2 retinue, every dead of them is a good one, and we have actually the non-shielded side to shoot at, so it's kinda worth it. So, I bring that spear further around. Meanwhile, his mailed archer is more or less breaking our archer. I'm gonna move that horse together with the spear. Just moving in here. I kind of want to cut off those 2 horses. Still gonna be there just in case he goes for our javelins. So at a certain point I just thought, well, there they are. We know where they are. Let's send this guy in. And as soon as I'm gonna charge with the horses, which was a little bit stupid because we are destroying our own charge, and that's the charge reduced charge bonus 75% or 25%, so it's already not really worth it, but well, we are going in here, that's kind of fine. Meanwhile, I thought when we're fighting there, I bring this horse this way, which is, yeah, kind of bad because I do not can see both of those things. Let us slow down then. So I bring those horses away. He brings this one hidden out, which was quite good. I, on the other side, go for those archers. Meanwhile, I turn around, since I knew that this would be full. So I have my attention here actually. I just wanted to charge this mailed archers, and then I'm gonna fuck off again. But meanwhile, his hidden horseman gets me from behind. Those spears stand for a little while. Do we do even? Yeah, it's a good charge. That was really worth it. This guy fucks off, and we doing quite a bit of damage into those archers. So I'm gonna fuck off here. Well, while we are saving this horse, this horse gets it from behind. Overall, it would win that fight, but the speared fieldman cannot fight against 2 scout and an Anglian raiders. This is Retinue, this is Levy, this is just a one way where it can go. So, problem here now, though we've stabilized, it's combat even again. These guys are losing, this is fine and dandy. But there it comes. The 4th horse actually comes this way, so our horse gets sandwiched. We are doodling around a little bit with the archers and the javelins. The one of them has already no ammunition anymore, and there goes our proud horse. Well done with the hidden horses, no shit. And suddenly, I thought at first I'd bring that horse in that direction, but then I realized we have fucking 4 enemy horses in front of us. I mean, they're just scouts, but there are fucking 4 of them. So, yeah. I'm gonna throw in here a little bit, and I haven't realized that these guys were already out of ammunition. So I pull them back, and I pull the horses back as well. At a certain point I thought, well, these are a lot of horses. Thus, I bring maybe this one into security, but these guys are just, you know, well, fuck. I realized that these guys are there as well, and yeah, I try my best, and at a certain point I move a spear, but will it be enough though? So I'm closing in here as well. So since it's close, the spearman is close, I turn around, and I think I'm gonna charge already. Yes, I charge already. That is the line from him. I kind of feel like we're doing a couple of kills, I'm not entirely sure, and I bring him back again because this is just too much. So quite important, these guys. Yeah, and this didn't happen actually in the first try of recording, but it's quite important actually. So we've seen the sword Hazier there. This is all not rallied up. I thought, well, let's start the fight, because if he has that amount of archers and that amount of horses, I must be in a better shape, I thought, in terms of infantry. Well, this is just partly true. So for a reason unknown to me, guys, I did not see these guys. Maybe they were just in the shadow. I didn't see them. Look what happens. These guys coming from behind, and I saw these guys going in. Yeah, no, I feel like it's just in the shadow. I haven't paid attention. So, and I charge with the horses into the scout horsemen, and I forget about the sword Hazier. This is quite important after that. The horses slip through because of that. He goes in. I don't know what he actually does. We're standing here. It's so far so fine. Nonetheless, we have quite a bit of horses in the rear, and our right flanks is quite in a disastrous state. So these guys trying to go around. I just pinned one of them down, the berserkers with the spears, which is not really a good idea. Nonetheless, we kind of have to do it. One of the scout horses fucks off. My horses are in between, still alive, not dead yet, but not doing very good as well. While he's busy here, he's a little bit failing to use this one. I bring the shield biters in position. So we have a little bit everywhere something. 2 horses there, they are still the sword Hazier. We're fighting them with the Danelor and basically their match. And just throwing in the javelins there, trying to catch a horse, but you know, we have still 2 horses in the rear free to roam. We're doing not really good here. We have managed to get the shield biters attached to the Anglian raiders. He is, and this is not stupid of him, just to wait with the scout horses until everybody's pinned down. He can just, you know, move around a little bit. There's not much what he can do wrong. He has the upper hand in terms of mobility. I think, yeah, I do have horses, but yeah, it won't really help me against these guys, against two of those. Thus I bring the general in that direction as well. We have to do a little bit more in this direction here, because this won't suffice. The second berserkers go against the spears, and this, yeah, as you can see, those guys won't hold. They are levies, even tier 3, but they are still just fucking levies. So it looks fucking grim, man. And he still has Sword Hesi there, but we have done this as well. So we're gonna attack the 3 with the to the 2, and we're gonna put the Anglian champions against the Sword Hesi. So this is tier 3 versus tier 2, and so this is, yeah, well, a little bit in our favor. We're just attacking here. Horses, yeah, just trying to hold off the Anglian riders a little bit. It's a little bit of a suicide charge, but you know, this doesn't look good at all. Of course the berserkers will kill the Danelaw spears, tier 3, and then I come too late here to help the archers with the horses. He attacks, which is kind of a good thing actually. We are tired already. He didn't attack. Okay, interesting. These guys have came back. General is taking the berserkers now, and this looks really fucking grim. We have the berserkers on the run, out of control, but the Anglian raiders, wow. Okay, well, this kind of worked pretty good. The Sword Hesi versus the Anglian Retinue X. I do not know what I think, yeah. So we're gonna kill those archers if they don't run away, this is for sure. And there's a lot of stuff happening actually. Let's slow it down a bit and have a good look. So I'm trying to bring the spears to this fight with the horses, but it's 2 versus 1. Our horses get overwhelmed. He didn't even pay the high price for that. The thing is, these guys, yeah, they are not, maybe they're even immune to, I doubt it actually. Let me just check something. No, we can't really see it. But well, they got him. Long story short, they fucking got him. That means that the spears are more or less useless. I'm not entirely sure if he... We might can kill a couple of those horses. It kind of seems like, but I do think he will pull them out again. We are winning also the fight against the Sword Hesi tier 2 versus those guys. The Sword Hesi, another Sword Hesi will fight the Danelaw swords, and I bring, bitterly needed, the axes into the rear of the Danelaw spears. So these guys are completely surrounded. These are heroes, ladies and gentlemen. So overall, yes, I had the upper hand in terms of infantry, but he is still the absolute might in terms of mobility, and there's a fucking berserker free to run wherever he pleases. So the Anglian raiders doing somehow very good against the shield biters, which is a little bit weird if you ask me, if you look on the prices. And they actually attacked each other quite good, so there was no one really who got charged, or they just charged each other. And for that, wow, I'm just gotta say, Anglian Raiders for the win, seriously. Same goes here. The Anglian champions, though, have killed the Danelaws pretty fast. They are on the run. Our tier 2 retinue is gonna fuck off, and I'm just charging with the spears here in the rear to get a little bit pressure off those 2 tier 3 guys. So here we go. One of the horses has been fuck off. Let's just check. There's one, and the other one is the other one is in here. Okay, well. So the other one charges into the tier 3 ones. I do think I do a counter attack, maybe. It at least looks like. And the thing is, yeah, this is yeah, the problem with the scouts actually. Within these terms, where basically only retinues are still standing, it's just needing a little counter charge, and they will have tremendous losses. Not so on the retinue tier 3 ones. So What it boils down here, we have a really strange conglomerate of fights here. That is for one the Berserkers. So they have shield biters on the side, and they're fighting my general. My general takes losses, and the Warlord Champion is fighting the Sword Hezi too, and he will win this as well. We kind of know that because the numbers speaking for themselves. Our fight between the Anglian Raiders and the Shield Biters is still looking wow. They're doing fantastic. Just gonna say that. It's pretty fucking magic what they're doing there. Anglian Raiders. Okay, so horses coming back, but super wavering. They're not made for that, for this kind of melee. This is a little bit Danelor Spears. We just attack. We lose, but I feel like they won't be good for anything anymore in that wavering state. My shield biters actually losing against the Anglian Riders, which had I kind of feel like maybe also a little bit of experience. It could be we should have paid more attention early on actually. So these horses, yeah, they are more or less useless. We're bringing another spearman just back into the rear here. Those guys standing like heroes, man. We're fighting Sword Hezi 2 versus Retinue Swords 3. This will go into our direction, and for reasons unknown to me, oh wow, we kind of missed that, the shield biters were free. The Anglian Raiders, who have actually destroyed the other shield biter, charges our general in the rear. And it's not over yet, guys, just because the enemy general is dead. They have Berserkers here against Sword Hezi 2. They will lose that. And another Anglian Raider, who did already pretty good and has gained a lot of experience, is attacking our general, who was fighting all the time against the Berserkers. So here we do hope to get him free at a certain point, but 115 Retinue 2 swords is something you kind of have to deal with. Shield biters are back. Not out of control anymore, they have killed the general, so now it kind of depends. Berserkers are fucking off. I guess I just did a taunt. This is just a guess though. Otherwise I don't know really why they would just fuck off. We're gonna attack with the shield biters in the rear. This is actually, yeah, I'm kind of fearing for my general, but this is unit losing slightly. Yeah, this goes its way. I'm gonna walk the Sword Hezi around so to attack those guys. This should work out for us fine, but meanwhile we have still 3 units to deal with, and that is Sword Hezi, Anglian Raiders, and a Berserker at 65 guys. He's bringing this guy out because he think he got this, because this man is wavering. And he was checking actually, melee winning, and thus he went out. But as soon as this guys went away, the fear he makes, the swordsmen getting their shit together a little bit. They're still losing, but the attackers are in even combat. So there is the Berserker, and he wanted to bring him here because it's needed, and then he sees my general, thus he goes for the general. I'm just gonna pull back again because I don't want to meet another Berserker in this fight. I just wait. I thought, well, tough titties guys. I turn them around so that they counterattack at least a little bit, and then I bring the shield biters and the general around. So here, it's actually that the tier 2 guys are too exhausted, combat is even, this unit is losing, and those guys are just, yeah, standing there and won't give in, while the Anglian champions chipping away. So, those guys who have been attacked by the Berserkers are fucking off actually. The shield biters going in at the Berserkers, and our general goes in at the Berserker as well. These guys might come back though. This was my fucking hope. The Sword Hesier tier 2 chipping away on the other Sword Hesier, just fighting. They turned around actually, thus they will have they have lost a couple of guys by the turning around. And these guys are not coming back. So the Anglian Riders tier 1 rightfully fuck off, and that means that those two will fight against him, and yeah, well, this will go its way.
Our men run from the enemy.
I thought, until we run as well, but nonetheless we have 76 versus 838, and that's it. Thus we have left this guy, and this guy might come back, even though we aren't doing it here. So it's 56, 20 shield biters and 43. We're fighting against 48 berserkers, and they are kind of still good, and they are, you know, these guys don't look as good, but they are still 70 guys. So we are actually outnumbered here, as long as the Anglian champions are not coming in. Shield biters going to fuck off. Maybe it's possible that they come back, losing decisively the Sword Hesier 2. Don't ask me if I had a general skill. I do not remember. So these guys came back as well. And the Anglian champions coming in. I don't know who did I attack. Why is the Sword Hesier ones? Exhausted. Combat even. Our general starts to waver. These guys fucking off though, attacking the shield biters. But they're getting chipped away from the other side now.
Our men have rallied.
And thus they're gonna start wavering now. These guys coming in. Shield biters are done. Everything is fucking wavering. The Sword Hesiers are still there. Berserkers get it taunt. These guys fuck off. Berserkers are still standing. We're attacking them, and yeah, here we go. Holy fucking shit. What a battle, guys. What a fucking battle. Well played, blaz.gorecki. Yeah. Yeah, exciting battle, guys. Holy shit. I can't stress this enough. Yeah, so and now you kind of have a feeling. So we had the lost two first fights, but now you have a feeling why I said last time this might not do him justice, because he's a very good player. You've seen an excellent hide and seek playing here with them horses. The rest was terrifying as well. Those berserkers, you know, really a good, fantastic battle. And you know, we had actually just one infantry more. So what he had more on horses, I had on javelins, but then that one infantry was just in chains of an archer. He couldn't actually make good use of it because of my javelins, and yeah, here we go. So these guys, fantastic. On tier 3, might be even a little bit better. Guys, there was a high note. Yeah, I might have to yeah, put stupid names in front of the battles so that people are a little bit more interested. This is just the way it goes. Yeah, this is a very good game. Give it a thumbs up. Do it for blaz.gorecki. He actually deserves that in every case. Yeah. Guys, I say wherever you are, do have a nice one. And yeah, the next, I'm not entirely sure. So I have a little bit, yeah. The thing is, now the Allegiance update is there. And I'm pretty sure I want to swing around to everything, but because I'm fucking tired, as you can imagine. The Sudreya campaign stopped. I kind of could not really stream during the beta because it was all kind of broken on Legendary, and it's not actually fully functional at the moment, but it's workable. Nonetheless, I kind of feel like if there is no Shield Wars on Sunday, do not cry, because we will have soon more, and we will see how it goes. I kind of like these. It's good for me, just to learn a little bit more about the units, but a lot of has changed actually as well. Thus, yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Guys, now for reals, wherever you are, do have a nice one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye.